just saying, now that incandescent bulbs are back, you know, go for natural light, people. And hopefully they'll kind of make some regulations around those at night too, because they're really disruptive, you know, for like night driving and stuff.
175.4 down from 175.6.
That's the deal on LEDs and natural light. So thanks so much for taking my call, and a big shout out to everyone, especially all the nervous people that are getting nervous, and you're so cool. So thanks, ABO.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate you.
Ciao, ciao.
All right, shout out to the call. Great call.
Like Alex Jones does.
But yeah, I mean, Elon, like, I'm gonna tell you something about a lot of the real smart guys. They're not really religious. That's just kind of a common theme. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. It's just, it is what it is. 9040, I don't know how I'm speaking to.
Hey, buddy, this is Easy, man, out of Georgia. Love the show, man. I wanted to bring something up, man. I don't know if you've heard anything about it, but there's a lot of talk about Musk going and taking a look at what we have in Fort Knox as far as the reserves go. And obviously, after all of the corruption that's being uncovered, I really think that's a good idea. And I don't know why there's so much negative feedback regarding him being the one to go in there and look at it. What do you think about that?
Because they know that there's nothing in there. They know that there's no more gold in it. So they don't want them to uncover it and tell everybody. They want to keep it a secret.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting topic there, man.
That doesn't. Who cares about that?
Exactly.
Hopefully they get to do it. Hopefully they uncover it, man.
Exactly. Hopefully they do.
All right, brother. Good talking to you. Have a good night.
Same to you now.
All right, here. Watch Anthony Brian.
Yeah, that's all it's about. They don't want him to discover. They don't want him to uncover these things that they already know are an issue.
Waiting for
I'm speaking to
Ivan to call in.
Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing, man?
It's all good, man. What's going on?
I don't know about that. You gotta know how many calories it is.
To be fit, I'm Lauren Roxborough, and
I eat very little of it.
I want to ask you,
Can't be like Marie, just want to be gaboon with that.
Honor of
Something I don't know how much. Something I don't know how many calories it is.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I've been running into a lot of information about Elon Musk used to be part owner of the PayPal company, and I'm like, yeah, well, if he is, then why everybody is tripping about him doing what he's doing in the White House? And it's not like he's stealing everybody's stuff. If that's the case, he would have stole everybody's banking information when he's part owner of PayPal. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I just found something right here. So it says Elon Musk did not sell PayPal, but he co-founded the company, and eBay acquired PayPal in 2002.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And I was on Facebook before I ran. I was listening to Black Conservative Perspective, watching his video before I ran into your live video, and I was seeing something on Facebook talking about we need to stop. We need to start asking babies to be changed. So I'm sitting here like, if I'm saying this correctly. And then I seen another post about that same thing. So have you heard anything about that Mama Jumbo situation?
About babies being wet now?
Well, this person was like, yes, we need to start asking babies for permission to be changed.
I mean,
like babies, goo goo gaga, like goo goo gaga. How you say it?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen that before. It's like, come on, man, it's a baby. Like, what the baby gonna take? Like, the baby can't. The baby's a baby. You can't. It's just that it just makes no sense. Like, whoever said that is not. Yeah, they're not using any kind of part of their brain at all.
Exactly. I don't know what's going on, and all I can say, what I've been saying to all my family and friends, it's gonna be an interesting 4 years. So get your popcorn ready, as you said. Get your popcorn ready because it's gonna be an interesting ride.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right, man. That was the bow on top, and I'll let you go, man. Thanks a lot for your help, and thanks for the real news out there. And I respect you. I respect you, bro.
Thanks for the call, man. Definitely appreciate you.
No problem. Bye-bye.
All right, shout out to the caller. Yeah, asking baby for permission. Hey, can I please change you? What they gonna do? Goo-goo? One goo-goo if yes, two goo-goos if no. And what if you need to change the baby? The diaper is big as basketball. You gotta change it. or else you're going to have diaper rash, all kind of stuff. So what if baby say, nah, look, I'm completely 100% loaded. You got to change it right now. And I say, no, don't do that. Look, I gave you 2 Googles that says no. You were like, all right, okay, I ain't going to change it. Come on, that's just silly. Anyway, but you got a lot of silly people in this world, and they say silly things like that. So that's probably what that was from whoever said that. Let's go to 559. You're on the line. Who am I speaking to?
Commercial.
ABL, Patrick from California. How's it going?
Everything's good, man. How about yourself?
Hey, good, man. I just had 2 quick questions regarding Trump's moves to dissolve the Department of Education, or at least, cut it significantly down. Now, I've been talking to a few buddies of mine that disagree with that motion, specifically pertaining to Democrat states that are already struggling and falling behind in the education system. Like, for instance, California, they have some of the worst testing scores in the nation, and they already are receiving that federal funding. So they are under the belief, the notion that if you take that away, then they will be even further down the hole as far as, worse testing scores, having even worse education, and the state will just, take that money and embezzle it or do something else with it. I was wondering what your take on that whole thing was, sir. If you think that it's a good thing that Trump was potentially dissolving, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but potentially dissolving the Department of Education, and if those states that will receive it will do better with it or worse with it, depending on Republican or Democrat. I'll leave that with you, sir. Thank you so very much for your time. God bless you, sir, as always. You're a great American, and God bless the United States of America. Take care.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Okay, so dissolving the Department of Education on the federal level, keeping the state education, but the federal department dissolving it. I think it's a good idea. It's not going to cost that much money to teach kids what's 1 + 1. It's simple. Like, we accomplished a lot in this nation without all this quote unquote funding to schools. What's happening now is there's less of a focus on education and more of a focus on indoctrination. I showed you guys a bunch of these teachers in the beginning of this video. Didn't I show you guys talking about ICE and LGBTQ and things of this nature? California especially is worse of the worst. Let me tell you about California, a brief story that I read many years ago, and it's still probably going on right now. There was a transgender reveal in the kindergarten classroom. So a little boy or girl, not sure which one, was in class like normal with the rest of the kids, kindergarten, little kids, 5 years old, okay? 5 years old. The child goes to the bathroom and comes out as a quote-unquote different gender. Kids in the classroom start crying. They go home, mommy, am I going to become a boy? Am I going to become a girl? If I go to the class, will I become something different? They're asking these questions because they're children, and it doesn't make any sense to them. It's something new to them, a thing they should not be exposed to. So look, if we're doing that kind of thing in the classroom, then why do you need federal funding? To do more of it? What you gonna do with the federal funds? Invite a drag queen to come flash the kids for fun? And that has happened. There's been sex offenders as drag queen storytime people. There's been people that's been on drugs, criminal history, all kind of things. So what are you going to do with federal funding? More drag queen story time, more pornographic books in the library for little kids to read. What are we going to do with the money? Let's take all that money away and figure out a way for you to actually teach kids what 1 + 1 is. Teach kids how to do basic society functions that you should teach in a K through 12 and college environment. So yes, I am 100% in favor of dismantling the federal Department of Education. California has their own department. Make that great again and get your priorities where they're supposed to be rather than things that don't matter, like trying to brainwash these children to become LGBT, because people that are trying to brainwash them cannot reproduce. They can only spread their ideology. It's like they spread ideology like they also spread monkeypox to kids and dogs, but Different story. I'm getting triggered, so I digress. Alrighty, James, what's going on?
Hey, ABL. Yeah, it's a good show today. I'm just enjoying listening to all the ruckus that Elon and Trump are causing. It's good stuff. But to go to the education thing, yeah, man, the education department, it's embarrassing, straight up embarrassing to see what's going on. It's wild. I don't know if it'd cost a little bit more than $1 though to fix it. So.
Well, I'm not sure how much it's going to cost, but I think what we could do is not even spend any kind of money, just focus on what needs to be focused on. A lot of the things that they want to focus on in education, we don't need. Okay, do we really need drag queen story time? Do we really need all these extra things? Let's focus on the most important things. A lot of these kids are graduating and can't read. You're 18 years old, and I'm talking about C-spot running. They can't read it. So,
yeah.
And the craziest part is that places like Baltimore, Maryland, that have some of the worst test scores in the entire country, get the most money from the government. The most money per people.
You know it's being laundered there. But did you guys catch up with Mike Benz? I don't know if you have been seeing what Mike Benz has been putting out, but Mike Benz has been talking about all the stuff that's been going through USAID and how that's connected to deep state, how it's connected to CIA. If it's too dirty to the CIA, get USAID to do it, all this kind of stuff. The tactics that they're using, you can kind of back engineer and see, they're doing it here in the education system. And so you get a lot of complaints about, well, the education wouldn't be so bad if we had more money. It's all due to redlining, blah, 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 and, poor taxes. Okay, there's an argument for that. But when it comes down to it, the only reason why you would be pushing things that you don't need like this in education is because you don't want the population to be intelligent. Mm-hmm. You don't want them to be able to form a thought, put two and two together. There's a really great book. It's an essay, really. It's a mid to long essay, but it's Dorothy Sayers' The Lost Tools of Learning. You can get it for free. Everybody go on the internet, read the PDF. It is fantastic. But essentially she says at some point, if you can't figure out the connection between, say, detective work, deductive reasoning, and geometry, how are you ever going to be a detective? You have to be able to not just learn one subject, but be able to put the two subjects together. So, yeah, education is bad. I suggest we reform it. On the other hand, the reason it's...
Arms up and side bend to the right. And up. And over to the left. We want to work on keeping those sides long and lean. Exhale, bringing it up. Inhale, arms down. Up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. And then arms coming down, and just shake it out a little bit.
Shake
you might get a little spinal twist here. Just feeling your breath, feeling your lungs. And then just take a minute here and feel that energy.
So you ready to start your day?
Really
Hold on a second.
through your body.
Let me
Feel
pause
how
it.
open you are.
So you ready to start your day? Ja, und then? Or you ready to go to sleep? Tee. That's what she's going to do. That's what she's about to do. That's what she's about to say. About to do. Take a look. Here it comes. Every night, every day, the same thing. For years.
You got that glow going, so you're ready for your day, or you're ready to go to
Drops
sleep.
her head.
Either way.
She drops her head and giggles because she knows what she means. Wink. Are you ready? Man Cave Karaoke coming up.
Why
God, I'm gonna do Could It Be I'm Falling in Love with Your Baby. And also
Yes, sorry, I'm reading the chat as it goes.
wait.
A lot of plane crashes, man. That's crazy.
I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me tonight?
Sorry. No. I was gonna say.
If we the people, you can handle the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. But the people,
that's actually
they
something
unsubscribe, they
related to
unfollow,
something
they
else,
unfriend.
or
The
if
sheep are
it's-
not strong like that.
There's a
They're not
psychological
they're the
phenomenon where you see
For the
one
truth,
thing
the sheep
happen,
will never be
you know, you
faking,
buy a
no
Toyota and you
forking,
start seeing Toyotas
no
all over.
fecking. No fucking ready. The sheeple are retarded. They're the weak link. They keep unfollowing, unfriending, unsubscribing. The sheeple are useless eaters. Clown slob, come get your useless eaters, the sheeple. For the truth, they are never ready. Baby.